Hey traders, this is Will. You can see here I'm looking at the US dollar against the Swiss franc, and of course we see here that price has pretty much remained in this bullish channel since the start of mid-May. And of course there's a few things I'd like to point out. Firstly, we can see these two key resistance, and since last week basically we saw the dollar weaken pretty strongly, and we could see that occurring in this currency pair where we saw price fall to this key support, and in fact we saw price had a bearish breakout to the downside, and now we can see that price is currently testing this key support, this last major key support of this pair. Nevertheless, since the start of this week's session, in the morning session, Asia, USD against the Swiss franc spent a lot of hours pretty much just testing this key support. But as you guys can see here, price has now pretty much picked up, and we can see that price has managed to move pretty close to this key resistance, this one's key support, and we could potentially be seeing price move all the way up to this key resistance soon. We could see some testing going on here, but nevertheless price could in fact fall back down and test this key support again after touching this key resistance. Of course, we can also see bearish breakout to the downside as another potential scenario. You guys have to keep in mind that trade war, the topic of trade war as well as capital flight and capital war is still going on. The market is still digesting what's going on and still calculating how those trade wars and could potentially affect trade, the stock market, and how those could pretty much affect this pair. You guys have to keep in mind that a lot of things are intertwined, especially for the forex market. There's a lot of volatility, and we could potentially see more volatility this week as trade war weighs in into the market. Keep in mind that volatility is not a bad thing at all. In fact, I would say it's a good thing, especially for forex traders, as volatility basically means quick movement in price action, and basically that allows a lot of traders to quickly profit from any changes in price. Now, another thing I'd like to point out is the fact that if price does manage to break through this key resistance, you can see here price has a lot of room to move to the upside. We're talking about, if you see here, 0.995, even just up here to 1-on-1 ratio, you're talking about 500 pips, and potentially if you see price moving to this major key resistance, then you're talking about gains of at least 1,000 pips, which is extremely profitable for any trader out there. Anyway guys, if you guys do find this trade idea useful or potentially profitable, please give this video a thumbs up, and of course subscribe for more trading ideas.